Thank you for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. There'll be a fight breaking out at any moment.
An old gag from Mark Schmidt there. MC and stand up.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is a 4-3 round Cruiserweight contest. Introducing in the blue corner, wearing camouflage shorts, weighing today at 13 stone and 13 pounds, with a record of 4 victories and 4 defeats from 8 professional contests from Athens in Greece, Dimitrios, Neroutsos.
Neroutsos' last victory was in 4 rounds, unanimous decision.
In the red corner, wearing the black shorts, weighing today at 14 stone and 8 pounds, with a record of 11 victories from 11 professional contests from Dagenham, the unbefeated
Robin Dupre, almost a stone heavier than his opponent.
Your referee, Ali Cook from Ramsey. This is a contest of 4 3-minute rounds.
The 2 touch gloves, a wink from Dupre to his opponent. I don't think it was any sort of mind games, but both looking for just a competitive bout here.
Second out, round 1.
And we get underway with round 1 of 4. Dupre in the black trunks, the camouflage trunks for the Greek Neroutsos. Some discussion, Adam, you mentioned about the weight of Dupre coming into this bout.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, you know, without wanting to be unkind, that's pretty obvious.
He looks a little out of shape compared to his opponent.
But he is unbeaten, and, you know, there's going to be a reason for that.
Means there's just a bit more to pack in the punch, per se. Cagey start from these two. Looking to target the body. Then Neroutsos just looking for straight into the gut. Dupre's just using the jab well to start things off. Big swing from the Greek. Dupre was lucky that his head just whipped away from it at the last second. I heard the ooh from the crowd. They wanted to see that one land, I think. He may have perhaps frustrated them with his late arrival, but when he landed that, he'd have won a few more back on his side. Flip round the side of the head, though, he takes from Dupre. Rocking Robin.
Only the
rocking and a rolling.
It's only the one knockout for Dupre. It's closing in on a good ranking, though, so you wonder whether this is a ticking over fight or, you know.
As I say, that knockout came back in 2014 against Chris Nixon. Only one early stoppage as well, though, for Neroutsos in his 4 victories in his 8 professional bouts. That was his first ever one against Aris Lapas. He exchanges straight for straight with these two, and rocking Robin.
Gritted his teeth there, Robin, and charged in.
Fortune favours the bold, they say. Dupre being very bold with his steps forward. Seen him do that a couple of times
Bit
now.
of
Step back.
gamesmanship.
Just tag the ropes. Perhaps just one of his quirks that he needs to do to keep him ticking through a fight. Almost like hitting a reset button, and it might have worked, because that's a good shot into the body.
Big shot from the Greek. Dimitrios. Plenty of respect between these two.
Round 1 in the books. Neroutsos was a relatively late decision to come into this bout against Dupre. His first time fighting outside of Greece. It's a daunting prospect, I imagine, for a young fighter like himself to step out of his home country for the first time, come to an event like this, such a historic arena like York Hall, and take on an undefeated opponent. It's not one.
Yeah, I mean, he obviously fancies himself. He's come in good shape. He's, apart from missing some equipment, which we aren't too sure about.
He hasn't looked phased by the occasion in any way, shape or form. That is for sure.
Second out, round 2.
Well, I think he's just been the slightly slower to start of these two as we get round 2 underway. Almost ungainly, the hands over the top, clubbing over. As again Dupre goes to the ropes and just flings his opponent around. That's nothing else, and the Greek actually almost looked like he was half apologising for stepping in and being spun around by Dupre. No chance of that being ruled as anything other than a stumble.
Quite a big reach advantage it looks like from here, Dupre. So Dimitrios is going to have to duck under that big long jab and try and, as you said, with those big clubbing rights over the top.
Needs to step inside perhaps, needs to start landing something. Few and far between the shots from the Greek fighter.
Yeah,
one into the gut there just then, but aside from that,
certainly got skills, Dupre.
And anyone who perhaps would have favoured Neroutsos before this bout, just on appearance alone, looks can certainly be deceiving.
Yeah. But Senior Byfield said in the build-up to his, don't judge a book by its cover.
I'm surprised as well that when Dupre does go over to the ropes and almost hit that reset button, tag the top rope and start going again. That's
strange. That I wonder. It's almost like a tick.
But he just thought that'd be a good opportunity for Neroutsos to get in and get his opponent in the corner as well, starting from that big swing with the right hand, which Dupre steps away from again.
Well, that one over the top finally got through, but it didn't bother Robin as he was moving backwards.
Look in the eyes of Dupre. Real focus, shot round the head as they clenched up. Always keeping his eyes on the opponent. There's a real focus in knowing exactly what he wants to do, though.
Lovely right under the guard to the ribs there from Dupre.
Those sorts of shots will just wear down and drain his opponent. Check of the glove there from Neroutsos. Second one in the books. It's not a barn burner, perhaps.
I was say after the excitement of the previous bout, we've just taken the
energy levels have dipped slightly.
Yeah,
they didn't start too high in this one, to say the least, but
it's almost as if the room's taken a breather, which well-needed exhale of breath. But
Dupre looking like he could do with a little bit of a breather, just quite heavy in his corner over there, as is though his opponent.
Yeah, he was Dimitrios was breathing quite heavily during the round.
On his feet already, right before the 10-second mark, as Neroutsos is ordered back into his corner. Once again, that tag of the ropes, and Dupre gets going again.
A bit better from the Greek.
Good shot into the body. Getting in close, as we've said, is what he appears to need to do with that slightly stockier frame. Dupre at 6 foot just has a little bit of a height advantage. He's using that extra reach really well.
Ooh. That was a bit better.
Spring in the step of the man in the camo trunks. Shot into the body by Dupre, who took 3 attempts to land it. Eventually hit clean though. The right one snuck inside, the right hand around, but then the left coming up the middle. He's looking for a one punch at times, isn't he? Swinging for the fences, and he sees half an opportunity.
He's throwing them over the top almost too predictably, Dimitrios. He's not trying to work Dupre's body at all, which you'd think would be the sort of easiest place to get to.
Almost coiling up at times and then trying to spring out.
Good uppercut. Seemed to stagger him at all there.
It's a laboured pace at times to this bout. Neroutsos hasn't looked quick on his feet really at all. It's certainly helped out Robin Dupre. Another big swing. I don't want to say it's desperate, there's plenty of time in this fight.
Certainly doesn't appear to be a plan B.
But yeah, there's just these sporadic wild swings.
Crowd starting to try to spur on Robin.
Good shot by Rocking Robin. He's able to weather the storm. And that's the one thing when he's landed a couple of shots that there hasn't been a follow-up. It's not quite the speed of hand, or perhaps the decisive decision-making by Robin Dupre at times. So we go and get set for round 4. Both corners look very relaxed though, the coaches and trainers.
Well,
so I say that, a little slap round the face of
friendly tap of encouragement.
Neroutsos from his coach. Maybe saying, wake up. This is round 4.
10 seconds corners. Seconds out. 4th and final round.
Final round then. Dupre back into the corner and then out. Will there be any sort of grandstand finish? You have to say, Adam, that at the moment you would say the Brit is the favourite on the card.
Certainly would.
Just trying to wind up. You can see, as you say, winding up slowly the Greek when he does want to pull one of those big punches. Easy to see that shoulder just pop back slightly.
He's not bothering Robin at all, really.
Good blows into the body, lovely uppercut then, following through.
Took a second to acknowledge that. Neroutsos.
Dupre now starting just to up the number of punches that are landed in consecutive blows. And he's got his opponent on the ropes and he's working the body. Once again, trying to lead it into that uppercut for a second time around.
Has he got enough time left in this round to finish him off, though?
There's a little bit of time left in this round for sure. If it stays this way, it will be Dupre who will have his arm raised.
Ooh, that one got through.
Spurt of aggression suddenly. The 23-year-old has a little bit of fire left in him late on. Dupre goaded in. Tag back into the body from his opponent. The jab of Dupre again though, useful to keep the distance. Shot round the side into the body. Again, it doesn't really suck the life out of his opponent. The legs still look strong. Dupre's almost just rolling the shoulders with a little bit of arrogance now. It's not undeserved because he's controlled this bout from start to finish at the moment.
Yeah, he's going to know he's won this, and just may not want to take too many risks.
That's the one in the books, and from our scorecard it looks like Robin Dupre is going to be going 12-0 in his career, the 29-year-old.
Big cheer from his fans.
Full credit to Dimitrios Neroutsos for travelling a very long way, taking the fight. And
can hardly say he came for the weather.
he certainly did put in a performance. Whether it was the one that he really wanted to, whether there was enough in it for him, another question. If he'll feel that he gave his best or not. Let's go down to Mark Schmidt and see what the official verdict is on the scorecard.
After 4 rounds of action, referee Cook scores the contest 40 points to 36. To your winner and still undefeated,
Robin Dupre keeps it going.
Congratulations. Thank you. A lot of respect shown between you and your opponent there. Yeah, maybe a bit too much. Going into this fight, everything was fine, training-wise and things like that. I was supposed to be an 8-rounder today, and it was a little blimp on my end. And then we agreed something, and then obviously the ball stepped in. But in fairness, you know, and all that stuff at the beginning, I'm a very superstitious person. My trainer will tell you, touching corners and stuff like that.
I was going to say, we noticed you touching the corners.
It's an OCD thing I've got, and I just have to deal with it. That's the main thing. But yeah, I didn't like that performance. But I started getting warmed up towards the end. But no excuses. Thanks to my manager, put me on my show again, get me out. My trainer Nigel brought up to me. But I just hope now I need a fight. Mickey will tell I need a fight to boost me up, to get me going.
I was going to say, you're moving up the rankings. Anyone above you that you're particularly looking at?
I'm not really into that. I'm not really into that sort of calling people out. Whoever it is, Mickey's our manager. There's a lot of work I've still got to do in the gym, but he's going to move me on. He's going to move me on.
Be in the mix for the southern area, you know, this year for sure.
Well, best of luck when you do.
Thank you very much.
Well
Thank you. Thank
Back
you
to
for your
Ollie.
time. Appreciate that.
Cheers.